Abby, here in Switzerland, we notice that every time the national team plays a good match, we have a rise in for one or two matches, and then the league falls again, and people stop watching the league. Do you guys in the US have the same experience, and how do you keep your league interesting?
Well, I think that our team has a different foothold than maybe other countries, where now our team is very popular. We're getting 20, 30,000 plus people at our games at home. But there is a downturn after big events. That's just the natural progression of things in any sport. If you could solve that problem for us, for women in all of sports, then all these stadiums would be packed forever. But that's the struggle, that's the challenge, and it's something that I look forward to throughout the next part of my career, trying to solve that problem.
We've seen famous players go to smaller leagues to boost up the leagues. Would that ever be an option for you to maybe get the boots back and just play a smaller league for maybe half a season, and try to push that popularity by having good players over there? Maybe not even you, just some of your colleagues, who are retiring, and maybe it can hang in 1 year more.
I can speak for myself and myself only, and the answer is no.
You talked about 1999 when the US took the chance on playing in bigger stadiums. Is that something you think they should be doing in Europe as well? Because I watched the WSL, and sides like Arsenal and Chelsea, they're playing in non-league grounds, capacity no more like a couple of thousand.
I think that every team is different and every league is different. I don't believe that you should play in stadiums that you can hear the fans talking to each other from across the stadium. I think that you need to grow into those stadiums. However, with infrastructure and people who work underneath, work for, let's say, an Arsenal, that they're doing double duty to cut down costs because the infrastructure is already set in place. In my opinion, I do believe that people should, and teams should be playing in stadiums that fit the size of their fan base, and then grow into a bigger stadium.
We see players like your colleague Alex Morgan and Hope Solo who have a lot of advertising deals, but unfortunately not related directly to football. How important would it be that the sports manufacturers, sports clothing manufacturers, start finally picking up on those women and giving them as much advertisement as they give Özil and Bale, which you can see twice a year in big billboards?
Well, I think the demographic that the women hit and target is different than the men in some ways. So, I don't think that Özil and Ronaldo are maybe necessarily selling facial women's skincare that an Alex Morgan and a Hope Solo could sell. So it's apples and oranges, but Alex is doing just fine for herself.
Last question on the conference.
Okay, so Abby, do you appreciate the development of football, women's soccer?
Do what?
Do you appreciate the development?
Do I like?
How do you value the development of women's football?
How do I like the development of women's soccer?
Yes.
I think that development has been amazing over the last 10 years. It has absolutely grown year after year. It's something I'm very proud of, especially in my country. Oftentimes, if you win gold medals and you win World Cups, you'll see a spike in attendance and excitement and popularity around the game. Whereas maybe in other countries, the popularity may not spike. I remember the game in France last year, one of the best games. We didn't play so great. I missed a penalty kick. Our team loses the game. But the crowd was packed, and it was an exciting game to watch. So I think overall, the popularity of the women's game is growing, and the biggest reason for that is because the game, the talent, and the way the game is being played on the pitch is getting better and better. And you can't argue with that, because that's just a fact. And people want to watch the game because the game, in fact, is better. Thanks, you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.